our way.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it? Pray, follow me.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Over here, Master. Did you lose sight of me? It's a glad thing you rested with me.
We might... Let's not let down our guard. I grant you fire blades! Use it well!
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Come, I'll lead the way.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently.
Furthermore, oft do we call on you to carry the burdens we cannot. I must thank you. Your toil keeps me light on my feet. Well done.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there.
These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? Over here, if you would. So, this is Melv. The scars left by the dragon's assault are plain to see. Mayhap a walk through the streets would help jog your memory.
Pitiable arisen.
I've a selection of wares that's sure to please. Hope to see you again.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
Shackled by a foul curse and robbed of all memory.
This isn't the way to our destination, but I presume you've a new one in mind. Lead on.
'Tis not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go where we are bid.
Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge? That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? Pray, save your thanks. 'Tis only just that I should aid you in turn. After all, 'tis only by your courage that I live today. Had you not leapt between me and that dragon, I know you suffered for it. Such ghastly wounds. And I could not hear your heart beating. It was a miracle that you survived. Arisen? I'm afraid I don't understand your meaning. Does it have aught to do with why you were taken to the castle? They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated, though I fear you have no memory of this either.
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm glad I found you. The ruler of Vermont, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you will be received with open arms. Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
Shall we seek some answers?
Say, do you think this one's really arisen?
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way. Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well. But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way. But what more can I do? What? You'd do that? You'd get the medicine for me? Suppose there's no harm in that, if you're really sure. Oh, sir. Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir. And then...
We could make the fruit reborant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Runa's apothecary. Here in Mel.
Yes, of course. I see it now.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit roborant for me? Oh, Well, if you do pick some...
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit, Roberant, are we? Do come again.
We ought to bring this to the one expecting it.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit roberant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks, sir. I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. He'll want to reward you proper-like, I'll bet.
One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome.
He really ought to have returned.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the sword and shield. Fighters favor a balanced approach, excelling in both offense and defense, and can adapt to any situation. I am a fighter myself, and should there come a time when you impress me with your prowess, I might be willing to impart unto you some of what I know. Naturally, it is a vocation for those who seek to master the bow, an exceptionally useful long-ranged weapon. At close range, however, a bow is nary more useful than a walking stick. Aye, the secret to being a successful archer is maintaining distance between you and your foes. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the mystical arts. Magic. Mages can cast a wide array of offensive spells and aid their allies with magical support. However, the more powerful the spell, the longer one must spend incanting it. Thus, a mage is unlikely to last long on the field of battle without allies to protect them. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, you will find that new paths to master will open up to you over time. Try them as you like. Very well. There is no wrong choice, but I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be well.
To have returned by now.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The Watchhead's waiting for you.
Shall we seek some answers?
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now.
Sir Gregor wishes to speak with you, Master. Shall we go to him? I take it you've some business with this person. Then pray, follow me.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
We've arrived.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Good. Then let us be on our way.
Lots to do. How precious little time.
As a matter of fact, curious thing, one of my former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why.
Goblins, master!
You have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness!
Griffin has been torched!
Quick! Douse the flames! Not bad! Think nothing of it. Splendid. You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there.
I did my best to match your skill, Master.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
I see not even the Arisen could resist my charms.
Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. Best hope you're not one of them. Regardless, you would do well not to invite my mistrust on our journey.
allow any further harm to come to them. A fine place to harvest some ingredients. No harm in picking a few. An obstacle blocks our way. Perhaps we might remove it by force? If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim. Might I be of assistance?
Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle.
Let us take care when and how we put them to use. You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An arisen, by all appearances.
An arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is... All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
At once, Master.
Is autumn miss hereabouts?
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
Might you consider lightening your pack, Master?
Perhaps 'tis time we returned to our base of operations and deposited some of our finds.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
How might I aid you, sir?
We've got goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
I think you know less in service.
Well said.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Curative magics are at your disposal.
Wait a moment. Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
At once in roaring flame!
chest. I'll examine its contents, shall I? I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look. Flock of harpies draws near! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness! Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Fall back, and I will heal you with my magics. Wait right there.
What's this? We're trapped. Five! A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
A Cyclops! Freddy, be on your guard!
Now to bring it down and let it taste our fury!
I would be glad of your assistance. A moment of indecision may spell our doom.
By your leave.
Misjudged you. I had taken you for another Force Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this, as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis...
You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
Walking I see a ladder yonder. We can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down. Understood. I shall proceed ahead.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir. Goblins, master!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Was excellent! I could have done no better! I grant you roaring flame! Stay with me, Arisen. Wait a moment.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
I must earn.
I was informed of your coming, would-be Arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days passed. You confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became Arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the council's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, Word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the Sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear? What a happy coincidence.
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside.